Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, and Emanuel Navarrete, he's the WBO 122-pound champion. I believe he is. I think he go 118, 122, 126. And basically, he challenged Inoue manhood and said that he don't think that he can hang Jermaine, and he called him soft. You know, I'm like, damn, you know, Inoue just got a broken orbital bone versus Donaire, but there was some talks on the internet going around, and Coppinger was saying that, you know, he don't know boxing for real at all. Inoue, you know, Navarrete just doesn't have enough to beat Inoue. It's bullshit. You had almost, what, 30, 40-year-old Donaire that broke his orbital bone and went the distance. But let's talk about the fight. It's a fight that excites me. If they allow fans to this fight, it's a fight that I strongly will go to because it can't disappoint unless some Kermit Cintron, Paul Williams shit happening. A lot of y'all not gonna understand that reference. But hey, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Goodfella Sports TV, love the smaller guy weight classes, but Navarrete is long. He in my top 10. People got mad. Oh, he hasn't fought this guy. But he active champion. He beat the shit out of Dogboy twice. And I would like to see Zafner in Top Rank, you know, match him a little bit tougher, but heard he moving up pretty soon. But, you know, it's a fight that's been talked about. I mean, Navarrete versus Inoue versus, you know, Lomachenko, and Navarrete versus Lomachenko. Those are the kind of fights they got playing for, like, Lomachenko and some of those fighters over there that have affiliations to Top Rank. So Lomachenko is fighting Tio, and he will move back down. And some of the fights that they are talking about fighting are Inoue, Navarrete, Burchett, guys of that nature. So be prepared for that. But back to the topic of conversation. To be honest, I love this fight, man. I'm definitely going to this fight. Inoue, he showed the ability to stick and move and fight and be tough. I don't know where soft came from, but he gritty, he grimy. And he also showed the finesse to be able to, you know, when I can't outpower you and I can't bang you out your frame, like pop, pop, pop real quick, I can just stick and move. And Donaire is a legend. You know, Donaire is, you know, last of a dying breed. Him, Austin Trout, and a few other guys as well, too, that fought the best and didn't really care. Austin Trout fought, you know, what did he fight? Canelo? Then he turned around, and fought Austin Trout. I mean, he fought Canelo, and he turned around and fought Lara. You know, not too many dudes doing that. Donaire went on his way to fight Ricky Diao when Top Rank didn't want him to fight Ricky Diao. So you got to respect them. And Inoue, I think, is going to continue to face the best throughout his career, man. And but as far as that fight, it's an interesting fight. You know, we got to see how Inoue recovered from the broken orbital bone. But Donaire had a 20-pound weight advantage on him that night. He compromised his speed, his fluidity, and his agility for power, and he found out that you know, Inoue had, you know, grit, toughness, and he had some finesse in his arsenal, and Inoue just outpointed him, you know. And did that kind of make me look at Inoue a little bit different? Yeah, I dropped him out of my top 5. Because imagine if Donaire was in his prime, what he would have done. And he was in Donaire's he was in Inouye's backyard, so you know, I dropped him out of my top 5. He's still one of my favorite fighters. But I think people sleeping on the Emanuel Navarrete. You know what I'm saying? Long, rangy, gritty, tough, throw a lot of punches. And just he bigger and longer than Inoue. So Inoue will have to really step up his game, and he will have to really outbox Navarrete. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of some of those, you know, looping shots that he throw. But I don't think Inoue soft. I think Inoue can take the punishment, but how far can he move up? Remember, he was just down there at super flyweight with Roman Gonzalez, and he lost before they can make that fight. You know, now he had 118, 122, 126. After a while, you got to have a limitation, you know, and Navarrete is probably about to be at 126 in a minute. So, like I said, he fought Donaire. Donaire was an older guy coming down. So we'll see how he bounced back. But he got some tools in the bank. But to me, I don't see how people could just say Inoue can run away with this fight. You know, Navarrete is a really, really good fighter. You know, when people say, oh, he ain't fighting on, he just staying busy, you know. It's a lot of politics going on at, 122. Danny Roman just lost his belt. He should be rematching old boy. Ray Vargas, he don't want to fight nobody. He tried to move up and fight Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz didn't want to fight him. Luis Neri and his drug tests and missing weight and stuff of that nature. So, I mean, we can continue to go on and on about the mysteries and the histories at some at 22. But, you know, to kind of look at the fight, man, barn burner. This is when you call somebody soft and you challenge their manhood, can you take it? We know Dogboy couldn't really touch him a lot, you know, especially in the second fight. And Navarrete was able to keep range, and he kept Dogboy at the end of his punches. But what happened when you get in there with somebody like Inoue, who probably the same size as Dogboy, but Inoue is going to be able to, he got the skills. He's not a one-trick pony. He got the skills to get on the inside and make you pay. He's just not going to sit at the end of your punches and get beat all night. So we know Navarrete is a proud Mexican. Can he take the punishment? Because if they fight at 22, Inoue probably still can bring some pop. They fight at 26, then it'll be interesting to see if Inoue carry that power that destroyed Emanuel Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? I think that was his name. So we'll be able to see if he can carry that pop. But you know, yeah, Dogboy took the punishment. You know what I'm saying? Dog baby, I like calling him Dogboy, no disrespect. He took the punishment, but the question is, can you take the punishment? That's the $1 million question. Can he take the punishment? That's the question. When you get out there, can you take that punishment? So when Inoue start touching you to the body, touch you to the head, it's gonna be a war. When you say a fighter is soft, that is the ultimate sign of disrespect. So, like I said before, Top Rank got both of the fighters. The way I see that fight going, if Emanuel Navarrete can take a Inoue punch, and Navarrete can take his punch, it's just gonna boil down to who got better stamina, who got the better chin. You know, that's a fight that they may not walk out the same in. You know, I know a lot of people say, well, I don't like a lot of casuals I talk to. Well, I don't like watching the smaller weight classes fight. And they don't hurt nobody, you know. But this fight, somebody going to get hurt. I can see some knockdowns. I can see it's just a savage fight. I can see some Provodnikov, Lucas Matisse here. You know, it depends on where they fight at. Where they fight at 126, 122. Catch weight between 18 and 22 is the question. To be honest, if Inoue come back versus Pacquiao boy, Casemiro or more, that'd be an interesting fight. But you know, I think Navarrete just might be too big for him, too long. You know, he also been tested. Inoue been tested. I think he might be too big, too long. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Inoue has probably established himself as a top 5 in my book, maybe top 3 pound fighter. If he move up to 22 or 26 and defeat this guy, and he do it impressively. Because Navarrete is a jewel. He can fight. He long. He'll punish you. He mean. You got 2 mean fighters in the ring. But a good big guy usually beats a good little guy. And I think Inoue might be too little to go up to 26. Maybe 22 will be a little bit more competitive for both of the fighters, man. But, yeah, I'm getting my grass cut. But, you know, to me, that's like one of the 5 fights I want to see in boxing. Obviously, everybody wants to see Big EJ and Terrence Crawford, Caleb Plant, and David Benavidez. You know, and I want to see that fight. It's one of the fights I want to see, man. So, you know, very, very interesting. You know, Coppers are saying basically, you know, Inoue is just going to destroy Navarrete. That's why he don't know shit about boxing. To me, I think that fight a 50-50 fight if it happened at 22 or catch weight. At 26, I think it's, I would say 60-40. Navarrete is at 26. I just think, you know, going up in weight, I'm not sure how Inoue power going to translate But remember, Donier had to put on 20 pounds. Michael Wilder in the voice. Donier had to put on 20 pounds just to take that punishment. So we'll see, man. It's a fight that I'm very, very interested in. I know a lot of people don't watch the lower weight classes, but that's a fight that you want to watch. It's not going to be on pay-per-view. It's going to be free 99. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All the links in the description. Check out the Facebook group. That link's in the description too. Twitter's the fastest way. Then Instagram, Facebook. Want to make a donation? Share the video. It's the best way to donate. If you haven't subscribed, and hit the thumbs up and comment it. But Cash App, PayPal, inscription. Let me know what you think in the comment section. We go.